Welcome back to my channel. Here we discuss law related issues, controversial issues, and we give out legal tips. So, today we'll be discussing a very controversial topic. Yes. So, let me start by asking a question. What if I told you that posting a tweet in Nigeria could land you in jail? That criticizing a politician online could be labeled as a cybercrime. So, welcome to the world of Nigeria's controversial Cybercrime Act, especially Section 24, a law that is being used to silence online speech. Let's talk about how this law works, what it affects, and why so many are calling it to be repealed. So, here is what the law says. The Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention Act was signed into law in 2015 by former President Goodluck Jonathan. It was originally meant to tackle serious issues like internet fraud, identity theft, and hacking. But here's the problem. Section 24 of the law is vaguely worded and dangerously broad. It criminalizes messages that are grossly offensive, indecent, false, with intent to cause annoyance or insult. Yes, we've been seeing a lot of news on people arresting uh, some bloggers for posting what they tagged lies or posting things that they feel are not true. A lot of bloggers have actually been arrested for cyberbullying. Yes, we've been seeing that a lot lately. We know one of our popular activists, Very Dark Man, was also at a point arrested for cyberbullying. So yes, it's a reality in Nigeria, and that law is being tested by a lot of citizens by using police to arrest some persons. And the last one, false or annoying messages, has been a trapdoor for cracking down on dissent. Like what I was just explaining, what is a false message? What is an annoying message? You yourself, you can actually post something not knowing it's actually false, or the other person might find it annoying. So now the question you will now ask is, who are the people being targeted by this law? Since 2015, dozens of Nigerians, from journalists to comedians to bloggers to ordinary Twitter users, have been arrested under this law. Example, we remember a student that was jailed the other time for insulting a state governor on Twitter. Also, a journalist that was arrested for publishing an article criticizing a politician. Recently, we saw a lawyer, a very senior lawyer in Nigeria, was arrested for publishing a book, and also an activist was detained over a Facebook post deemed offensive. Also, one popular one I know will remember, the lady that criticized a brand of 18 tomatoes. She was also still arrested, though hers was majorly on not majorly on cyber bullying. But I just want to bring that in because to her she had freedom of speech. Was She was stating her opinion about the tin tomatoes owned by the brand, but the brand didn't see it as such, and she was arrested and charged to court. These arrests are almost always made without a warrant. That's true. They are always mostly made without a warrant. You just see a police show up at some doorsteps just to arrest people for cyberbullying. And many times, people are held for days or weeks without trial. Like I said, a popular activist was held for like a week for cyberbullying. So now you want to ask, why is this law controversial? Critics says Section 25 violates the Nigeria Constitution, which guarantees freedom of expression. It's also being called a tool for state repression. Yes, the Nigeria Constitution, let me chip that in, guarantees freedom of speech. Yes, we are being given the right to speak freely, but a lot of persons are saying this law actually violates that. You know, Nigeria Constitution is the grand law of the country. So every other laws, it supersedes every other laws in Nigeria. So any other law that is contradicting to the constitution cannot stand. So this section 24 of the Cybercrime Act, to me, is actually a violation of the 1999 constitution, which guarantees freedom of speech, because really there's no freedom of speech. What could be annoying to you, I might not see it annoying and I can just post about it or say it. But to you, you might feel it's annoying. The next thing I see is police showing up at my door. So that's one thing. The Human Rights Council, the United Nations Human Rights Council, are fighting against the Amnesty International Lagos protest. Yes, a lot of bodies are fighting against this. A court has even weighed in 2002. The ECOWAS Court of Justice ruled that Section 24 violates citizens' right and called for it to be scrapped. Yet, arrest continues. People are still being harassed and all that. So